What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Hello! Hey, hello. I didn't kill it anyway. Good, good. You didn't jump on the frog to kill it anyway. On apparently National Frog Jumping Day. Which, even though the name implies it, apparently is not about jumping on actual frogs. Hello, hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. How are we? How are we? Welcome on in. It's funny, I was live, of course, yesterday. But I'm actually excited to be streaming and hanging out with all of you again today. I have no idea what we're gonna do. I did not make a plan. But you know what? Usually, in my experience, the streams where we don't make a plan and we just sort of wing it and we just sort of kind of see what's gonna happen. Usually those end up being the most fun. So I'm not gonna say that that's a guarantee for tonight, but you know, who knows? Who knows? And the good thing is that I don't have to work tomorrow because tomorrow is a national holiday. So I also have less of a time limit on the stream today. So who knows how long we end up going. What I do know though is that I'm going to say good evening everyone, good evening and good time zone to all of you. How's everyone doing today? My name, as always, is MrJordilicious. We're going to stream on this Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's Wednesday, chat. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, obviously. You know, we can do a Rebecca Black and list the days of the week in the order that they appear. For those of you who are not familiar with that. But yeah, tomorrow is Thursday, but it's also a national holiday because don't ask me what we celebrate, but I know that it's something to do with like Jesus rising up and ascending into the heavens, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, because of that story that someone came up with a long time ago, we now have a day off tomorrow, so that's nice. And you know, I thought of being clever because Monday is always that's like my weekly day off. Like I work 4 days a week, so like Monday is always my weekly day off. So I figured if we get Thursday off for free, then why not take Friday off as well and just enjoy like a 5-day long weekend. And you know, even better is that I'm not actually technically you know, having to lose a day off because, you know, this project that I've been working on the last couple of months, I actually had some overtime build up from that. So I just used that. Like, you know, I worked a little bit longer earlier on, and now I, you know, reap the rewards of that and just take that overtime back in the form of a free day off, if you will. The Walsh, hello, how are you? Welcome in. Have you played Mouse PI for Hire? Also hi. I have not yet. No, I would love to play it. I actually applied for a game key of that for the developer, but sadly I was not rewarded one. So yeah, I would love to play that, but I haven't played it yet. Because I'm kind of like trying to you know, be mindful with spendings. So yeah, hopefully in the future we get to play it because it looks like a really fun game. I haven't seen that much of it, but it looks like a really fun game to play. And I believe it also gets like quite good reviews. Although I've also heard some people being like negative about it, that they said that it was like too you know, noir style, and people were like, yeah, but that's like the goal of the game. So like, what are you saying, that they succeeded in what they tried to accomplish? So yeah, horror game 1. Well, maybe again with Halloween, because I'm not really a huge fan of horror games, as we all know. Yeah, and also lately, chat, there hasn't been a lot of like new games that have released that kind of, you know, caught my eye. I don't know, like it feels that lately, you know, the amount of games that I'm really like excited for, that I'm like, oh man, I want to play this game. I don't know, like lately there hasn't been a game in a while anymore that had me like, oh man, I can't wait to play this. And like a game that I've been looking forward to for like months or years even. Like I haven't had that in a long time. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not sure if it's just me, that I'm sort of like picky in like the games that I feel like I want to play, or if it's just maybe there's just like not a lot of, you know, like AAA games coming out that I don't know, that like get me feeling like that. I'm not sure. And then also I feel that sometimes games do come out that kind of have me excited, but then, you know, like I don't get them like straight away, and then I see like other people, they play them, and I get like reviews and whatnot, and then I'm like, yeah, maybe it's not actually as fun as I thought it would be. Case in point, Mixtape, a game that I never heard of until like maybe one week ago, 2 weeks ago, when it actually released. I never heard of this game. But then it came out, and like everyone was like, oh man, this game is awesome, and look at the style and the graphics, and it's like an indie game, and it's like amazing and whatnot. And then as the week progressed, I actually saw more and more sort of like different opinions appear online. People saying that it's not really a game, more like an interactive movie, and like, you know, IGN giving it a 10 out of 10, which is very, people had a lot of different opinions on that. And now it's kind of have me like, yeah, I'm not sure. Like maybe, like, you know, maybe I'm gonna give it a try at some point, but, yeah. A lot of people have like very strong opinions on that game. Like, I know 117 and GTA 6 is coming. Well, I mean, GTA 6 is coming for like PlayStation and Xbox at some point. PC, sadly, will have to wait a little while. And also saying that GTA 6 is coming is still like, you know, you don't know that. Like, it's gonna... When is it gonna release? Like, November? Sometime in November? But, you know, there's still a long time to go until November, so there's still a good chance that they're gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna have to postpone it once again. It's gonna release in March 2027. You never know. It's coming for years already. Yeah, like, wasn't GTA 6 originally supposed to release, like, in March 2025? Wait, let me look that up. GTA 6 original release dates. Release dates. Oh wait, no, that's not 6. That's... I was like, wait, 2008? No, that can't be right. When was GTA 6 originally coming out? A 2025 release. They confirmed November 19. Well, yeah, I'm sure they confirmed it, but like, didn't they also do that like the last time as well? They confirmed it like, yeah, no, it's actually gonna happen. Like, you know, they said it's gonna release May 26, 2020. Like, actually, it was supposed to release in 2 weeks originally. Well, you know, after the first postponement. And now it's already again postponed for November. So we'll have to see. And again, that's gonna be the console version. Because the PC version will take a little while. The first trailer was in 2023, which is funny because I remember that kind of vividly. I remember, like, I think it came out like sometime like late at night. And I remember that I was already like in bed and I saw like people getting excited online on like, you know, the trailer for GTA 6. And I remember like already being like in bed, getting ready to go to sleep. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. But that feels like it was like, you know, 2 years ago instead of, well, I guess it technically it was 3, so it's not that much longer. But yeah, like, I think the last time that I was actually excited for a game, like actually like massively excited, I don't know. I can't even remember the last time that I was like counting down the days until a game released. I don't think I've had that in a while. I kind of feel maybe I'm trying to think, but like I feel maybe the actual last time that I was like genuinely excited might have been The Last of Us Part 2. Where I was like, oh man, this game is gonna release, like, you know, getting hyped up. I mean, after that, you know, there were games that I like, you know, Halo Infinite, sure, like, you know, a cool game, and I was looking forward to it, and all, you know, all fun and whatnot. But not like, you know, the hype that I felt with like, you know, like I said, like a The Last of Us Part 2. I think The Last of Us Part 2. I still remember the moment when they announced it. It was like during a PlayStation showcase thingy, whatever. And I remember that me and Peter, we were at home. It was like in the evening, and I was watching it on our TV. I was like streaming it. It was like on YouTube or whatever, and we were streaming it to our TV. And I was like, you know, catching it with like a bit of a side eye because rumors had it that maybe they were gonna announce something The Last of Us related, but you know, it was like rumors, and you never know. So we were doing the dishes, I remember that, and I think it was towards the end of the presentation, where they were kind of like, you know, saying something like, yeah, that was our presentation. Thank you so much for watching. These were all the games that were, you know, that's gonna release soon. And then they kind of did like a one more thing, you know, like Apple always did back in the day with Steve Jobs when they finished off the keynote, and then there was like one more thing, you know, something that people kind of expected, but still, you know, it was, nobody knew for sure if it was gonna happen. That's what they did. So PlayStation did like a they did like a one more thing, and like I said, we were doing the dishes at the time of the showcase, and I remember that I stood you know, like in front of the TV, sort of like, oh, okay, let's see what this one more thing is. And I remember they showed like a scenery, you know, like you didn't even see straight away what it was, like a scene of like a forest. And I remember like the camera sort of like panning back into like that forest scene, and there was like a traffic sign with the Fireflies logo on it. And when I saw the forest scene and like I saw the sort of like the look of the trailer, I remember that I was like, oh, wait, maybe this is actually gonna be it. And then they panned back into the traffic sign with the Firefly symbol on it, and I remember audibly and like, you know, audibly gasping, like going like like that, like, oh my god, it's happening. I was so excited, and Peter was like, what's going on, and I was like, The Last of Us Part 2. I was so excited. I don't think I've ever like gasped, you know, like not sarcastically, like, you know, like genuinely being like, oh my god, I can't believe it, like that. I don't think I've ever done that before. And it, like, it wasn't even a big trailer. It was like a massive teaser. First ever teaser. And can we see that video? It was like the it was 2026, the PlayStation Experience 2016, sorry, 2016. Oh wait, so it was a trailer, maybe. 4-minute trailer focused on 19-year-old Ellie playing guitar. We can watch the original reveal trailer here. Yeah, so it was wait, no, that's not. Oh yeah, so I want to just sort of like take you to like that moment that I just described, because it was so funny. So let's quickly let's quickly I just want to quickly like take you back to that, because that was like, to me, that was like such a massive moment. So, you know, like as they always do, they show like this, and then they went to like the PlayStation logo, Sony Interactive, and then just like this sort of like scene, like this, like the woods, and I was like, okay, could be anything, you know. I mean, this doesn't really. And then I was like, okay, like the tree with the cuts and like the okay. Oh, okay, the car, kind of post-apocalyptic vibes, you know. Could it be? Okay, houses. Okay, yeah, this definitely feels like maybe. Oh, and then there was the sign, and I was like, oh, and yeah, and then the rest of the trailer started playing, and then the Naughty Dog logo to confirm it, and I remember that I lost it. Like, this was it's so funny. This was like this is 10 years ago, by the way. Like I just realized, like 2016, this is 10 years ago. But like, this trailer was awesome. And let me lower the music a little bit, because I kind of want to watch the whole thing. Hey, Mr. Wonderful, hello. How are you? Welcome in. The thing that they did as well with this trailer, that also Marvel used to be really good at that as well, is that they took this trailer, and they really threw like a massive curveball. Well, let's wait until, like, you know, a little bit further in the trailer. But what they did is actually really clever, and like I said, Marvel does that a lot as well. We're also sitting shaking with a shaking hand. Well, no, not a shaking hand, but I was genuinely like very excited. I was like very. I can't remember it being like that long a trailer though, like 4 minutes. I can't remember it being like that long.
Cause I know I'll kill my enemies.
But yeah, like there are sort of rumors going on that maybe they're working on a Last of Us Part 3, which I would be very excited for because, you know, Part 2 when it released, a lot of people had like varying opinions. I myself, I thought it was a masterpiece, even though I definitely hated parts of it, for sure. For those of you who have never played it and don't want spoilers, I mean, it's like a 10-year-old, like, you know, a 9 or 8-year-old game. So, like, I feel that we are allowed to talk about it by now. But if you don't want any spoilers about The Last of Us Part 2, then, like, you know, maybe mute the stream for now. But this is what they did very well, like throwing a curveball with Joel walking into the room here. And then, like, what he actually says, a lot of people had, like, theories about that, which I thought was very interesting.
What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill. Every last one of them.
And that actually, that little moment, what they did there, a lot of people were, like, you know, speculating about that and what that meant. And, like with Joel walking into the room, and people were sort of like analyzing, like, wait, but he's from the back. We don't really see him. What does that mean? Like him standing there in the doorway, but you don't see his face. A lot of people are like speculating, like, is it actually him? Is it sort of like, you know, a ghost figure? Like, what does it mean? And what I think that they did really well, and like I said, Marvel used to do that as well, is they actually took a moment from the game, but then they sort of like changed things a little bit. So this moment never happens in the game. This, like the thing we just saw in the trailer, that actually never happens in the game. And, you know, like, as we all know now, like, Joel dies pretty early on in the game. And people were sort of, like, wondering, like, was this maybe sort of, like, foreshadowing that, you know, he wasn't actually there, and she's maybe, like, maybe she imagined him being there, or it was, like, his ghost, or, like something like that. And I thought they actually did that really clever, because based from this trailer, you had no idea that, like, you know, what the story was going to be all about. So I thought that was really, really clever. And like I said, Marvel does that a lot. They used to do that a lot as well. With trailers for Marvel movies, they either edited it in such a way that doesn't appear in the movie, or they just added, like, scenes specifically to the trailer that don't happen in the movie, just to sort of throw you like a curveball, which I think is really clever. So yeah. But I think genuinely, like, maybe The Last of Us Part 2 maybe was, like, the last game that honestly had me, like super excited for it to release. I remember on release day, I pre-ordered it from, like a local game store in my city. And I pre-ordered it... No, actually, I think I pre-ordered it online. And the mailman, like, either they had, like, issues with the web store that I bought it from, like, something was going on, but they didn't deliver it on the day of release. And I was, like, super pissed, because I was, like, looking forward to that single day for, like, you know, for, like, months. And they didn't, like, deliver the package. So what I did, I actually went to the, I think I ordered it from, like a web store that also had, like, you know, actual physical stores. And I think, now that I think back of it, I think they had, like, an issue with, like, their supply chain or whatever. So I called, because it was like an entire thing. It was like on Twitter and like with that specific store. So I called the store here in the city, and I was like, hey, this is going on. Can I maybe, like, come into your store, buy, like, a physical copy, and then, you know, I'll bring back the copy that I got, like, online, so that, you know, I don't pay double, but I can play it today. And And luckily I was able to do that because, yeah, like I said, I was really looking forward to that. Already called in sick weeks ago, so you were able to play it on release day. Yes, exactly. I was like, yeah, in 2 weeks I'm gonna be sick, so... It's funny, I was like, did I stream it back then? But no, 2016, I'm not sure if it released in 2016, but I didn't stream in 2016. So we did eventually stream, and if you want to see that, it's up on my YouTube channel. You can see like the VOD of me playing through The Last of Us Part 2 and 1, and like other games as well. But yeah. Speaking of VODs and games that we've been playing for a long time, do you guys remember The Long Dark? I recently saw that the final episode of The Long Dark is finally going to release after God knows how long. But to be honest, because it's been so long, and now also there's going to be The Long Dark 2, which kind of had me surprised. But because it's been so long that we've been playing this game, I don't know, like, I'm not necessarily excited for, you know, like the last episode. Like, a part of me is like, I want to see, like, I want to see it through, and I want to, like, after years of playing this game, I want to see, like, how it ends. But, you know, at the same time, it's been so long that I'm kind of like, you know, I don't even really know, like, what happens anymore, like, what the story is and whatnot. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll, I mean, maybe I'll play it on stream because, you know, I mean, we're gonna get it anyway because it's like a free update, but, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, if I go back, I'm actually kind of curious. If I go to my YouTube channel, like, that's a game that we've been playing for forever. You first need to play it again. I mean, I've spent so many hours in that game, so, let's see, let's go to my Voss channel because I can see the first stream that we, the first stream that we played that. Yeah, the first time that we played The Long Dark was, 5 years ago. It was, November 7th, 2020. Well, I'm not sure if it was actually on November 7th, but like, you know, that's when I uploaded the video. Oh, I think it's actually even longer ago, but because in the caption, I say I end 2018 with the start of the story mode for The Long Dark. So apparently I ended 2018 with me starting The Long Dark. So we've been playing that game since 2018, like on and off, because like, you know, new episodes released, you know, like throughout the years. So part of me is kind of like, well, you know, it's been like, you know, so long, so I kind of want to sort of see it through, but at the same time, I don't know. Can I be honest? I'm also not sure if this is like part 12 of my VOD. I'm not, like, that's 4 years ago. I'm not sure if that's actually like the last, if that's like the last of, yeah, episode 4. So like 4 years ago is the last time that I played that. October 8th, 2021. Apparently. Oh wow, I've had this stream layout for like forever as well, because I'm looking at the old VOD now, and it was actually this exact same layout. That's funny. Maybe it's time for a new layout. Maybe it's time for like a new stream setup. After all these years. But yeah, so that's a game that, like I said, I've been playing that for like so long. So part of me wants to sort of like finish it as well. But since it's been 4 years since we've last played it, I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, I don't really know what happened, what the story is, so yeah, I'm not sure. Can't wait. What game is this now? We were talking about the Long Dark. The Long Dark. And again, I just realized recently that there's going to be a The Long Dark 2 at some point, which I was really surprised by. And you also make one for me, or can I use your old one? Yeah, if you want, you can use my old stream layer. If I make a new one, you can use my old one. Also, chat, I was hoping that I could introduce you guys to a new little game that I've been trying to make. But my French friend Claude did not really work with me, sadly. So it's not ready yet. But I'm tweaking it, and I'm trying to introduce it hopefully soon. It's gonna be like a fun little like game to play on, like, you know, BRB or yeah, like, you know, whenever. But it's not ready yet because there's still a couple of bugs that I need to squash. Tee-dee-dee-dee. Also for next week, I need to see when I can stream, because like I said yesterday, next week on Wednesday, I need to go to Germany for work, and I have no idea what time I'll be back, because I need to do some stuff for a client over there. But like they kind of scheduled me for like the entire day, but I can't really imagine that it's gonna take the entire day. So yeah, I don't know. But, you know, I mean, I'll have to drive there. Apparently, it's going to take me to like 2 hours, and I thought it was going to be way less than that. And then I also have to go back in the evening, of course. So with like travel time included, most likely it'll take me an entire day. And I'll probably be like tired when I get back home. So how long is the drive? Yeah, it's going to be at least 2 hours, most likely, depending on traffic. So maybe like between two and 3 hours, something like that. I think I had to leave at like 7 o'clock, 7 in the morning, 7:20. Yeah, actually, no, it's going to be more than 2 hours, because I had to leave at like 20 past 7. And I think I was going to arrive there at like 10 in the morning, something like that. So like 2.5 hours is probably going to be. So half a day traveling, so you still have 4 days left to work. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Also funny, today I got a call from my well, not my man. So okay, so what do you call like the boss of the company, right? Like I have a manager that's like, you know, the guy that's managing me and my team. But then, of course, there's also like, you know, like there's like a boss, you know, the person that owns the company. But like, is he also a manager, or is he the boss? Like, how do you refer to that?
234,321. You're awesome. Thank you for the 16-month resub.
Yeah. Hey, D-Dog. Hello. Love that avatar. Love the avatar. Thanks so much for the resub. I can appreciate it. Thank you. The owner. Yeah. Okay, let's call it the owner. Let's call it the owner. But yeah, he suddenly he calls me on Teams, and he's like, he's not really working because he's like on you know, parental leave, because he just got a baby like a couple of weeks ago. But he calls me on Teams, and I was like, I wonder like why does he call me? Like what does he need? So I pick up, and he's like, so earlier in that day, we had like a brief power outage in like, well, we thought in our office, but it was like super brief. Like the lights went off, and like the screens, like everything went off, and like, you know, 2 seconds later, everything came back on. And we thought it was just like our office, but then it turned out it was the entire building that had the power outage. But then later, it turned out that it was like more buildings as well, because my boss called, and he was like, yeah, a friend of mine, he owns an IT company as well, and I didn't really understand, like, you know, the setup or like the structure of that company, but apparently they had an office, or like they had someone that rented an office. I don't know exactly, but next door, the building next door to us, you know, they had IT issues. They didn't have internet anymore. So the owner called my manager saying like, hey, yeah, it's like a friend of mine, can we send someone over to just have a look, and see if they can fix it. If not, that's all good. But like, you know, just as like you know, like something to do for a friend. So he came to me, and he was like, hey, you know, since you guys are like, you know, literally next door, can you just go there, have a look? So I did that. And he also said, like, there's no expectations, like, zero expectations, because obviously, like, I can't... because they thought that maybe the switches, they didn't work, or, like, they didn't have it anymore. So he said, like, obviously you can't enter, like, the admin for the switch, so you can't really do anything. But just go there, and see, like, you know, if the lights are on, like, if you see other issues, you know, just sort of, like, be sort of, like, the ears or, like, the eyes for like, you know, this person. So I went there. Also, they had, like, 2 switches, both of them in, like, dark closets. And, like, you know, this one guy, he's like, yeah, the switch is in there. And I was like, okay. But then the other guy was, like, somewhere else in, like, another office. So he called me. And then I had someone that, you know, walked me through, like, the building. And I was like, is there, like, a light switch or, like, a light source in this room where this switch is? Yeah, no. It was, like, pitch black. And then it was also not just, like, a room. It was, like, a closet. So there was, like... I don't know what it was because it was dark, but there were, like, all kinds of crap on the floor. So he was like, yeah, the switch is in the back there. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna sort of, like, get over all of this junk to try and have a look. And then it was like, oh yeah, but there's also another switch. It's like in another closet. So he walked me over there. That one did have lights. But also it had, like, it was literally filled to the brim with stuff. I literally couldn't enter it. So he was like, yeah, the switch is back there. And I saw the switch, but there was, like, I don't know, like a box of a Christmas tree, it looked like, and, like, Christmas ornaments and Christmas decoration, like those kind of things were stacked in that closet. So I was like, I was on the phone with that guy, and I was like, oh yeah, I see the switch, but it's in a closet that's kind of unreachable. So I said, yeah, if you want me to get in, I need to, like, unload the closet. And he said, yeah, let's go to the other one first. So I checked that one out. And you know, we came to the conclusion that most likely the switch died, maybe because of the power outage. Switches, sadly, are pretty sensitive to those kind of things. So yeah. I mean, it was still alive. Like, there were lights. Like, you know, there were some lights on there, and, like, you know, the fans were clearly running at, like, full speed. But, like, the lights of, like, each individual port, they didn't come on. So, like, this guy came to the conclusion before I did anything that the switch had died. And I was like, okay, well, I want to try things, but if you are kind of, like, saying, like, okay, I know enough, you can go now, then I'm not gonna stay here any longer if you don't want to, like, let me do my work, or what you called me in here to do. Then, you know, fine by me. They have a dark web. Well, yeah, well, at least they have a switch in a dark web. It's my first owner. Yeah, I figured, but it looked really cute. It looked really cute. Oh, chat. You guys want to hear a kind of an well, I'm not sure if it's an embarrassing story, but more like a let this story be a teachable moment. More like that. Sometimes they run 24/7 instead of working without issues. Till you have a power outage, then it doesn't boot anymore. Yeah, exactly. Like, switches, they are, like, sensitive bitches. Because, you know, like, I've seen switches that are, like, you know, that are, like, in like a warehouse or, like, a factory building that are, like, covered in dust and, like, you know, they're not clean. But they still work fine. But then there's, like, a power outage, and then they're like, oh, yeah, no, now I'm dead. I don't work anymore. It's done. You know, they're, like, covered in dust and who knows what else. And it's all good. But then they lose power for, like, you know, like a millisecond unexpectedly, and then they're just done. Yeah, switches are like sensitive assholes. But yeah, do you guys want to hear like a story that you can that I wanna share it with you guys, because it's kind of an embarrassing story in a way, but I want to share it with you guys so that you guys can use it as like a teachable moment. Like, use it as like a oh right, yeah, maybe, like, I don't want that to happen to me, so maybe I should you know, I'm gonna keep it in mind, like something like that. So a little while ago, I was at the office of a client of ours. And you know, I was there for like the entire day. So as like, you know, as human bodies work, I had to, at one point, I had to use the bathroom because, you know, like sometimes, you know, you consume things and those things also need to vacate the body, if you will. So I went into the, I went to the bathroom. I had to do number 2. I had to do number 2. That's like, you know, important for the story. So I went into the little stall, and I was kind of surprised because it was very clean and like very modern and like good looking, you know, toilet. Like it wasn't, because it was, you know, there was also other toilets in that same building that were pretty, well, not so fancy and not so clean. So I was like, oh yeah, this is a nice toilet. It's like nice and clean. But what I always do, and I, you know, maybe it's like a tick, maybe it's like a weird habit, I don't know. But what I always do is I always, before I go on like a public toilet, I take like, you know, a little piece of toilet paper and I'll wipe down like the toilet seat because you never know. You never know, right? Like maybe it's overkill, maybe it's stupid, I don't know, but you never know. That's always what I do. So I did that. And I sit down, I go about my business and like, you know, everything's fine. And then, you know, like when I'm done, I'm like, okay, well now I need to wipe down and clean up. So I went to grab a little piece of toilet paper from like, you know, the toilet paper roll that I just used to wipe down the toilet seat. And I pull on it and it's like the last little sheet comes off the roll. And I've been in this, I've been sort of like almost in this situation before. And I always am like, okay, if I go and I know that I have to do number 2 in like a place that I'm not familiar with, I'll check to see if there's enough paper because I don't want to be in a situation where there's not enough paper. But for some reason I didn't do that here. So I took the little last piece of paper and I was like, oh, crap. Literally. And it was like, you know, it was like one of those sort of like industrial toilet paper roll holders. So there was another one in there. So I was like, okay, maybe the other one is still full. It was not. It was not, chat. It was not. So, I kind of panicked because I was like, okay, I'm in a cubicle or like in a, like, you know, in a toilet room stall thingy. I knew there was another toilet next to me. But like, I was like, okay, what do I do? So I used that, like, you know, one or maybe it was like two sheets of paper. I used that. I sort of folded it up and I used that to sort of take the first little, you know, like bit out. And then I kind of pulled up my pants, but not all the way, but kind of enough to sort of quickly get out of the stall and into the other one next door to actually finish up. And it was all good. Like, no one came in. Like, it was all fine. But I was like, okay, I don't want to, like, I'm going to take this moment. And from now on, I'm going to be extra mindful to check to see if there's actually enough paper. Because that wasn't fun. Also, I wasn't on that toilet for even that long. I wasn't even on there for that long. However, the lights turned off. And, you know, I mean, that happens in my office as well. Like, when I'm on the toilet, sometimes the lights turn off. And then I just, like, you know, I wave with my hands and, like, the sensor is up above me. So, like, it's all good. In this toilet, however, the sensor was on the outside. So I could wave whatever I want. The lights didn't come on again. So I was both in the dark, like, imagine, like, pitch black, without any toilet paper. So when I came in and, you know, having that moment of like, oh wow, this is a nice, fancy, clean, good-looking toilet, that all that sort of like happiness and like, you know, me looking forward to like a premium toilet experience, all that went out the window when I didn't have a toilet paper and I didn't have any lights. I was so pissed. I mean, luckily I have I had my phone and I had my Apple Watch that I can use as a surprisingly bright flashlight as well. But like, who comes up with the idea of having lights in a toilet that operate on a sensor and then have the sensor outside of the toilet? Like, who comes up with that? Who does that? Like, what sick, twisted freak does that? I'm sorry, but that's just cruel. That's just like not cool. I mean, I can totally understand that companies are kind of like, yeah, we don't want you to stay in the toilet for too long, so we you know, turn off the lights after like 15 minutes. I get that. But come on, don't be an asshole and put like the sensor outside. That's just not cool. That's just not cool. So let that embarrassing story be a teachable moment for you guys. That if you ever go to a toilet that's like, you know, well, not a public toilet, but like, you know, a toilet that's not your own, check if there's enough paper. Always check if there's enough paper. The office where Ren's worked also had that. You had to open the door to turn the light on again. Right? Like, what's that? What is that? And I wonder if they do that, like, on purpose. Where they're like, you know, we don't want people to be on the toilet for too long. Like, maybe that's, like, their sort of, like, the idea behind it. But I don't know. I think it's just cruel. I think it's just like an asshole move. I'm sorry. But I wanted to share that. I wanted to share that with you guys because it was like an experience, and yeah, I wanted to teach it a I wanted to give you guys like a teachable moment. So let my embarrassing moment, let that be like an inspiration for you guys. I guess they have mostly one light switch. So when you want to add a sensor, you can only add one. Yeah, but like, how hard is it to connect like another sensor? I don't know, like, how hard is it to connect like another sensor in like, you know, all of the little rooms? Like, I'm sure that if you have like an electrician that knows what they're doing, I'm sure they can work it out. I'm sure they can make it happen. Like, maybe it's not gonna work like, you know, out of the box, but I'm sure that, you know, someone that knows what they're doing, I'm sure they can work it out. I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but like, since yesterday on the stream I noticed as well, my throat has been kind of acting up a little bit. I think it's, I blame this weather. The weather that we're currently having, it's not good. Like, the weather is kind of, it's kind of cold again. And I guess my body doesn't like it. Oh, also chat, hang on. So like I said, we had a power outage in the building today, but it was like a minor. It was like nothing. Like it was not long at all. But apparently it had like some repercussions because one of the elevators in the building turned into like an elevator that you see in like a horror movie. We had who was that? We had the Walsh earlier asking like, when are we gonna play another horror game? Well, I have a quiz for you guys, chat. I have a quiz for you guys. If you ever go into like, you know, into like a public place and you want to take like an elevator and you press the elevator button and this is what you see. So you press the elevator button, the doors go open, and this is what you see. Would you either type in chat? Would you either A, go into the elevator and just act as if nothing's going on, or B, run as far away as you can? Type in chat your answer. If you see this, would you just get into the elevator, or would you B, run far away? Because this is what I saw, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting on that. I'm not getting on that. I've seen enough movies. Okay, I've seen enough movies to know that an elevator that opens like that, with the lights flashing like that, nothing's good gonna come from that. Nothing's good is gonna come from that. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take the stairs. I'm gonna take the stairs. It's all good. Because that elevator with the flashing lights, that gave me like zombie apocalypse movie vibes. I think about the Dutch movie. Oh yeah, wasn't there like a Dutch movie a long time ago? Which was literally called The Elevator, that had like, you know, there was like about a haunted elevator. I've never seen it. An old Dutch movie. So chat, do you guys have any plans for the upcoming weekend? Do you guys have any plans for the upcoming weekend? I don't actually have any plans. I'm sure me and Peter are gonna like hang out and do some like some fun things, but yeah, I don't really have any specific plans. The elevator had AI already. Wait, it did? Do you want to elaborate? 'Cause I'm kind of curious now. I was just browsing a Dutch news site. And it had like a it had like a video where apparently a lot of U2 fans came together for a video clip of a new U2 song. Which is, you know, that is actually something that I am excited for, because apparently U2 is going to release a new album later this year. And it's been like, you know, it's been forever since U2 released like an actual new album. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. It had computer chips that was becoming smart. Oh, like that. Okay, okay. I see, I see. You know what I kind of like about using the PNG Trooper is that it's really nice to not necessarily have to be sort of like quote unquote on camera, if you will. So it's actually really nice that I can just like, you know, sit back, like, you know, there's nothing like tracking me, so I can just sort of sit back, and I don't necessarily have to like sit up straight in order to for like, you know, for the camera to pick me up. Oh, also yesterday I realized that next month again is gonna be Twitch Leather Pride. And most likely I feel that maybe I can join again this time, because it's gonna be like some weekend in June. And I don't have anything planned just yet, but the weekend after that, I'm gonna go to Berlin. So So I was like, yeah, probably that weekend before that, I'm not gonna go to like an event, or like I'm not gonna do anything sort of like big or wild, because, you know, the weekend after that I'm gonna go to Berlin, and that's gonna cost a little bit of money as well. So I'm not gonna I'm probably not gonna do anything the weekend before that. So that could be that could be good. T. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if I'll gear up, because I'm not sure what I would wear. All right, I think I'm gonna go grab a bottle of drink, because, like I said, my throat is kind of not liking it. And then after that, we can do some more chatting if you guys want. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, if you guys have anything you want to share, any plans for the weekend, or any fun things that you did, or you're getting up to, or like, you know, fun stories that you want to share, feel free to do that. But I'm gonna quickly grab a drink, and then maybe after that we'll perhaps we'll go and play a game. Again, not sure what yet, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'll see you guys in... Hang on, my chair's stuck. There we go. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna quickly grab something to drink, and then I'll be back shortly. So I'll be right back. Hello, hello, chat. I have returned. I got something to drink. I hope you guys also got yourselves something to drink. TDDD, TDD. I'm still not sure what I want to do in terms of games, but yesterday was a pretty big update for Overwatch, so maybe I'm gonna play a couple of games of that. And then in the meantime, we'll see. We'll see what we feel like doing afterwards. You know, it's a I will watch. You will watch Overwatch. TDDD. All right, let me change categories. Ooh, is the catch of the day not working? What's up with that? Why is that not working? Oh, it's suddenly not connected to Twitch anymore. Love that. I love it that it also tells me that. That it's like, hey, watch out, it's not connected to Twitch. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Let's see. D-Dog, I'll refund you those points. So you can try again if you want to. As long as OBS is connected. Well, you know, also Twitch needs to be connected, not just OBS. Oh, you mean as long as OBS is connected to Twitch? Yeah, I see. Wait, why does it do a double now? Ooh, Barracuda. All right. Let's see. I changed the category, right? I did. Perfect. Then we can go here. We can do that. Also, apparently it's the 10th anniversary of Overwatch. So they have all these like events and things happening. Oh wait, there's special anniversary loot box. Oh, what can we get in there? Oh, just these skins. Oh, okay. Well, these. I mean, they're just like you know, recoller. So it's kind of cool, but they're not, you know, they're not super cool. Oh wait, there's also other things in there, like name cards, play icons. Okay, well, these are also not, you know, super amazing. They do have some really fun skins in the shop, though. They have Firefighter Wu Yang, the cute Asian character, with a pretty hot skin. And then they have this one, Ramatra, as a maid, which I think is really funny. Also with like the highlight intro with the sponge and the cleaning, which is really funny. And they had Wetsuit Mauga, which, you know, I kind of like. Not sure if I'm gonna get it because I don't really play Mauga that often, but you know, it's like a pretty sexy wetsuit skin. So I'll have to give him that. How's my day going? Yeah, my day's been going good. It was a bit of a kind of a hectic day, I guess, at work. I mean, not necessarily like very hectic, I guess, in a way, but yeah, I don't know. Like I in the end, I didn't do everything that I wanted to do, which is not necessarily bad, but yeah, I don't know. Because I had a ticket open that I had opened for a little while already, and it was not like a high priority ticket, so there was no like rush to like, you know, get it done. But I told the person that had the ticket, that opened the ticket, I told them yesterday that I had some time today to work on it, and then I don't know, like I was working on some other things, and I was preparing my trip to Germany for next week. And then, like, you know, my boss calling me to ask me if I could like look at the office of his friend of the friend of his. And like before I knew it, I didn't really have, and like the day was almost over, and I didn't really have a lot of time to work on the ticket. So I kind of thought that was a little bit annoying, but oh well. There's always next week.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
Watch for their weaknesses and strike.
Watch and learn. Watch and learn.
Hey,
Hey.
how's your day going, D-Dog?
Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
Oh wait, I was kind of surprised that you could actually send the water beam out all the way there, but then it doesn't actually collide with, like, look, it collides here, but it doesn't collide with that back building. So that's actually not a not like a solid building, which is kind of interesting. Also, for those of you who play Overwatch, watching the stream currently will reward you drops. So if you play it, then you can get some drops. Oh crap! I almost had her. That's like my favorite thing to do with this character, is with like the controllable water beam. Like killing someone that's that's like out of vision. You can't see them, but you know that they're there, and then you just send out the water beam to like their location, and then you kill them without actually seeing them. I always love that. CDT. Peter and I were watching Heated Rivalry again the other day, another episode. And in it was a there was like a particular scene in like a nightclub where they played a like a remixed version of all the things they said by Tattoo. And like I have to say, like ever since that episode, like I found the remix on Spotify. Like I've been obsessed with this song now, because it's like, I don't know, it's like a really cool and sort of like techno-y remix, and I really like it.
The payload is under my protection. Join
Always good to hydrate.
Plus, like, you know, the sort of like the aspiring filmmaker in me really really thought that the remix was actually perfect for like the way that they sort of shot and edited that scene.
I meant to do that. Okay, maybe I didn't.
Anastasia, stall. Let's get it moving.
No worries, I've got you.
So yesterday I was playing some Dead by Daylight with my actual VTuber, like my 3D VTuber. And like I feel that Dead by Daylight should not be such a heavy game, because it's been like, you know, it's already like super old.
Reverse the tide.
But still, you know, I still had trouble with like performance with the VTuber, which I didn't really understand. But also like right now, I mean, oh wait, maybe because I'm playing. Okay, wait, maybe I'm playing because I'm playing on 144 frames. That could be it. That down to 60. Oh man, that looks so much worse. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, that's better. Because I was saying, like even now, my PNG tuber is kind of lagging a little bit. But maybe, yeah, that's probably because of the high frame rate. But still, I feel that my PC should be powerful enough to like be able to run that. So I don't really get that. Why sometimes that's still an issue? Because, like I said, like Dead by Daylight is not that heavy of a game, I feel.
Oops, got a little ahead of myself there.
And like, yet, you know, it's not really like playing nicely. Like I know that my GPU is well already like a couple of years old already, but well, I feel that it should still be enough.
This will help. They won't know what hit 'em.
But yeah, Peter also needs to invest in like some new parts for his PC, because he's also been running into issues lately. So maybe maybe we can upgrade like a CPU, or like a CPU, and then maybe he can get like my current CPU, and then I can get like a new one maybe, because obviously I use it for more like heavy things, like, you know, streaming and stuff.
Feeling okay?
So maybe if we need to invest in like a new CPU anyway, and like a new motherboard, maybe he can get like my old stuff, and I can like upgrade. Because he mostly plays like, you know, Overwatch on like his like he doesn't really do anything like anything too special with it.
Think we're outnumbered. Let's get that payload going.
Oh, crap, I'm all by myself. That's not good. Let's wait for everyone else.
Took some pleasure in that.
A new CPU is still compatible with your current hardware. Well, we were gonna have to probably buy a new motherboard for Peter as well, because he's currently using Intel. And I was thinking about making him switch to AMD CPUs. So we have to get a new motherboard anyway. So I might as well, like, you know, if the motherboard would not be compatible with a new AMD CPU, then I might as well, like, you know, get a new motherboard too, and like give him like, you know, the stuff that I have now. Maybe just give him your mainboard CPU memory. Yeah, I feel memory should probably be fine. I don't necessarily intend on getting like new memory, but yeah, I mean we could that could also work, and I'll get like a new CPU and like new like a new motherboard. Like I don't want to get anything that's like crazy expensive, but I was already looking, and I think I have like a Ryzen 7 5400. I think that's the one that I have. And I was looking at Peter like at a Ryzen 7 like 7700, I think, maybe, or 7200. I don't know, like, but like a Ryzen 7 7000 series. Which of course is already like, you know, like a 7000 series Ryzen 7 is of course like better than my 5000 series Ryzen 7. So, you know, that already would be like a little bit of an upgrade. What kind of GPU do you have? Because I used to play DBD on a 3770K and 1660, and that was fine. Wait, is that an AMD? Like, it's funny. I know nothing of like AMD GPUs. I have no idea like what is a good AMD GPU. Like, I really have no idea. But yeah, that's my specs. Yeah, like, you know, like the game runs fine. Like, it's not that the game is not running fine, but it's like on stream with like my VTuber. That's the thing that's not running fine. So like that's the issue. Like the game is running smoothly. Like on my end, it's all good, but like it's the stream up to like, you know, in OBS. That's the thing that's sort of like lagging sometimes, and like dropping frames, which. Yeah, I just don't really get. So yeah, I don't know. Like maybe a little bit of an upgrade for my CPU would be beneficial. I don't know.
Welcome to reality.
Because the thing is, I see so many like streamers that I know also use like a single PC setup. Like, you know, if you have a dual PC setup, then I know like, okay, that's definitely gonna like help. But a lot of streamers that I watch that also run like a single PC setup, and then they play like more demanding games. Like they play like more demanding games than I do, with like, you know, a 3D VTuber. And also, like, I think some of them even, like, use the same VTubing tool that I do. And then, like, you know, their stream is, like, buttery smooth. So I'm like, what are they doing that I'm not? You know, like, do they have, like, you know, killer NASA PCs? Or is it just, like a specs or, like a settings issue? I don't know.
Hello there. Greetings, child.
3770 was a 3rd gen Intel. Oh, Intel i7. Yeah. I also don't really know of, like, Intel, like, it's funny, Intel CPUs and like AMD GPUs, I know like nothing about in terms of like series and what's good. Maybe you need my 28 core to run your VTuber on. Well, yeah, if it doesn't run on that, then I don't know.
taking this seriously. I'll protect you.
We have DDR4 now. New mainboards mostly use DDR5. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna switch to like DDR5 memory because indeed that's like crazy. Like it already was crazy expensive when I got my new motherboard like a couple of years ago. But like currently with like all the AI stuff and such, it's even worse. But yeah, again, I feel that it's, I don't know what it is, but I feel that there's maybe something more going on when it comes to like my stream like dropping frames or like having like encoding issues, because again, I don't feel that it should be my specs. Like certain games, like, you know, DBD with the VTuber, I feel that specs wise it should not be an issue. So I don't really get why it still is an issue. I'm now thinking, like, I do have my VTubing software. I believe I do have that on my Google Drive, but I doubt that could be. I doubt that is the issue.
For the Crusaders!
You've got what it takes.
Come and get me!
Thank you.
Member prices have dropped a bit now, but they're still way too high. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm actually now thinking, like, if I'm gonna get new components, maybe I can even get them through my work. Maybe if they like order them, maybe they can get like a little bit of a discount or something. I don't know. If I know what I want, I can always like inquire with my colleague from purchasing. Maybe she can give me a nice deal.
That's not gonna stop me.
Google Drive syncs the files you use, I believe, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, right? No, exactly. Yeah, so that's why... Yeah. But again, yeah, like I said, my specs should be fine, so I really don't get why... You know, like yesterday when playing DBD with the VTuber, I just noticed that things are, like, you know, lagging and dropping frames. I really don't get that. Like, my internet speed should be good enough. I believe I have like 32 gigabytes of memory, so that shouldn't be the issue. My GPU is like, you know, good enough, so I really don't get why. I blame Windows. Yeah, maybe this weekend, maybe since, you know, I don't really have anything planned this week, maybe I'm gonna try and make that bootable Linux thing. And then maybe I'm just gonna like spend some time into seeing, because, you know, there are a couple of tools that I definitely don't want to go without. Like, I know, for instance, the Go XLR has like an open source utility that runs on Linux, so, you know, I can use that. I don't have to use the official one, I can use like the open source one, so that's fine. But like, you know, like my Stream Deck, I you know, that's kind of a crucial piece of equipment that I can't really go without, so that needs to work. And like, you know, there's a couple of other things that, like, you know, that just needs to work. So if I can't get that, like Streamabot as well, that's pretty crucial for my stream, because a lot of things I do, you know, rely on that. So yeah, if I can't get that running on Linux, then the entire shift is already sort of, well, not really gonna happen. Also, don't know if it's possible where you live, but here it would be possible to buy them from your pre-tax income. Wait, true, like, you know, true, like my job? Buy them from my pre-tax income? As in, it's cheaper then?
Hammer down!
Hammer down! Epic. Yeah, I'm not sure what's possible. I mean, I guess if I buy it through like my company, or like if my company buys it and then gives it to me and then I like pay them, I guess they can get like maybe like a tax refund or like a tax cut or something like that. I don't know. But I'll have to check because I'm not sure really like how that works.
Choose your map.
Okay, well, it seems like people want to play Blizzard World, so I guess we're gonna do that. I haven't checked though if Venian on Linux, if that's gonna work.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
I use Venian already on Linux. I have it set up via Steam with Proton Experimental. Okay, so I guess that could work.
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
Much lies in store. Let us see.
Sorry, it's an option, but you get hit with another tax, but in the end it makes a huge difference. Part of me is like, you know, I've been talking about maybe making the switch to Linux, and I'm kind of genuinely sort of like interested in like trying it out just to see if things are like more stable, because like I said, I'm kind of fed up with Windows and like how things are running and stuff like that. But at the same time, and I talked to Peter about this last week when we talked about it on stream, like at the same time, part of me also knows that it'll probably take a long time before I, like, you know, fully make the switch. And that's purely, I feel, because of, like, I don't know if it's, like, my autism or my ADHD, but, like, not being able to commit to something like that. And then also struggling with, like, you know, having to deal with that it's like, a massive change, you know? Like, I would have to, like, you know, reinstall my PC, and it's, like, a massive change to sort of switch over. And, you know, that, like, if there's one thing that I don't really deal well with, it's, like, changes. So, like, you know, there's a good chance that I'll give it a try with, like, the bootable USB stick, because there's not, you know, there's no sort of commitment to that, you know? I just put in the USB stick, I boot from that, try it out, and then if I don't like it, then I, you know, reboot, and it's all good. But actually, like, making the switch, knowing me, that's gonna take a little while. Also, especially since I've never worked with Linux, so
I'll get them this time.
so like you know, on Windows I know like how to work with things and like how to like, you know, how to troubleshoot things, or like how to work with drivers and whatnot, but like on Linux, I have no idea. You can't have more changes, I think. What do you mean you can't have more changes? It's going to take a while to figure things out on Linux, but it's possible. Yeah, no, I'm sure that, like, you know, technically and also for streaming, I'm sure that, like, also for streaming, it's definitely it's like, you know, a feasible option. But I mostly mean, like, you know, like for me, like another good example is that recently we had like a 3-month trial period of Apple Music over like Spotify. So me and Peter, we tried that, and I genuinely was interested in like maybe switching over to Apple Music from Spotify. Because I was pretty like, you know, excited for you know, for like, you know, the way that Apple Music worked and like the UI and whatnot. But then when the 3-month period was almost over and it was time for us to like decide, do we want to actually make the switch? that's when I kind of, you know, started to get cold feet, because that would mean that we would have to change from Spotify to Apple Music. And you know, I've been using Spotify since, like, you know, forever, since it, like, you know, maybe first came out in like the Netherlands. So it felt like, you know, like a massive shift from something that I've been using for so long, and then suddenly, you know, making the change to something new. So in the end, we didn't actually make the switch yet, because I just couldn't deal with it being, like, you know, such a massive change. Even though it's, like, not a big deal, you know, it's like, you know, a music streaming service. It's not like, you know, moving a house or something, but yeah, it's still, I don't know, like, it's a change that I just couldn't really deal with. I was wondering how Rose's stream would go on Linux. She switched a while ago, but not streamed yet from it. Oh, okay, yeah, you did mention that. You did mention indeed that that she switched, but I thought maybe, like, maybe already she did it like a long time ago. I didn't know that was like a recent thing. The biggest problem I had with streaming from Linux is that a lot of OBS plugins don't work on Linux, but in the end I found alternatives. Oh, that's also a good one, yeah, because I know that indeed OBS obviously, like, you know, it works on Linux, but I need to check indeed if most of the plugins that I use, if they are supported. That's actually a good one. That's something that I need to check, because, well, you know, I mean, if I can find alternatives, or if I can, like, overcome certain things, then sure, yeah, we can make it work. But, you know, certain things that I really, like, rely on. Yeah. And in terms of games, I know that, I actually saw that certain, like, anti-cheat tools like Easy Anti-Cheat and Battle Eye and like some others that a lot of games use these days, like multiplayer games, they might also not always work on Linux, because they use, like, you know, kernel level access, and of course on Linux that is different. So yeah, so if I think that's gonna be, like, you know, sort of like a step plan that I have to take. Like, I'm first gonna have to try, like, the bootable USB stick just to see if I like it. Like, if I already hate the UI and, like, if I hate how everything works, then it's probably not gonna work. But if I like, you know, if I kind of like the UI and if I kind of like how it works,
Watch your back, sis.
then after that I can, like, you know, make like an inventory of things that I often use, like tools that I often use, like programs and stuff like that. And then see, like, you know, is there a Linux alternative, or is there, like, a Linux version or a Linux alternative available? And then based on that, I can make, like, a decision. And I can always use, like, you know, dual boot initially. But, you know, I can't do that for, like, long term, because I can't dual boot and then have, like, you know, all my games and stuff, because I don't have that much disk space. Also, depending on the flavor of Linux you pick, browser docs don't work. Browser docs? Do I have browser docs? I don't think I have a... Oh, wait, actually I do. Actually I do, yeah. But yeah, I'm probably gonna use, like, Ubuntu, because I guess Ubuntu is one of the sort of, like, more well-known ones. The benefit of Linux is you can pick the UI separate from the version of Linux. Yeah, because one thing that I love about Mac is I love the Mac UI. Like, with the dock and just the way that everything sort of works is something that I really love on Mac versus Windows. It is interesting, though, that Linux is, like, open source. So, like, in theory, I can just, like, you know, fork it on, like, GitHub or whatever and like, make my own version of it. Which, I don't know, like, to me it feels kind of weird that I in theory can have, like, you know, a MrJordilicious version of Linux. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know that, you know, the premise of open source is that you can just, you know, fork it and like, change things the way that you want. But at the same time, I kind of wonder, like, how does that work in terms of, like, you know, security and, like, vulnerabilities and stuff? Because if it's open source, can't, like, bad actors just check the source and then make vulnerabilities based on that? Ubuntu is the best supported for streams, I've heard. Okay, well, that's at least something good to know. I'm sure you can find a UI that's close to Mac. Myself, I like the GNOME UI. Okay, so, but how does that work? So the UI is independent of the Linux version that I use, I guess? So I can get Ubuntu, but then I can still get, like, a different sort of UI on that? And is that, like, a theme? Because I guess you can also download, like, Windows themes. Or is that, like a genuine sort of system-level change? If you get what I mean. Everyone can check the source and fix the vulnerabilities. Yeah, okay, fair. So that, yeah, that's also, I guess, that's also like a benefit indeed. Because it's open source, everyone can sort of try and fix it as well. Crap.
I'll get them this time.
Deploying rock unit.
Let's clean off those rooms. Reverse the tide.
Go in. Nice, nice. Ooh, did my ult just win us the game? I don't want to go as far as, like, claim that win, but I feel that it was a big part in us securing that victory. Years ago, a part of Windows 2000 source leaked, and they had to fix vulnerabilities fast. Because people, like, found them in the source. Yeah, but then if things are public, then isn't that, like, more of an issue? So basically, the mainstream flavors of Linux will be available with the mainstream UIs. If you want something exotic, you'll have to install it.
That's real nice of you.
I'm sure that, like, once I give it a try, like, once I go into, like, that bootable USB version of Ubuntu, I'm sure that things will make sense. But right now, I feel like, you know, having to learn something completely new from scratch, which, you know, I mean, in theory, that's exactly what it is. But, like, I don't know, like, it feels, I feel like really silly, like a technological excuse me, like a technological sort of noob, like not knowing how things work. Winner! Traveling to Dorado. Because I did see, like, I was already did like a teeny tiny bit of research into it last week. And I did see people talking about, like, Wine. You know, Wine as sort of like a tool to emulate Windows or to, like, run Windows apps within Linux. So people said that you could use that, for instance, also for, like, StreamerBot. But then people also talked about bottles, which I think is sort of like a thing that you use in conjunction with Wine. So you have Wine and then you can install, like, different bottles for, like, different apps, I guess.
can tell me.
The Norton Project's ancient history. It's been shut down.
But yeah, I believe some people were also saying something about like using GNOME to run things, and I was like, wait, but how what are all these things? How do all these things work? Because Wine I am sort of familiar with, because a long time ago I used Wine on my Mac to emulate like Windows apps. So like I'm sort of low-key a little bit familiar with that at least, but
A touch of my power.
But then part of me is also thinking like, you know, if you need all kinds of like third-party tools and applications to make things run, then it kind of feels sort of, you know, as if things are kind of being held together by like duct tape, if you will, like if you sort of get what I mean. That's correct. We're gonna have a bottle for StreamerBot and one for Notepad. But if that, you know, like if it's that easy, then because I looked on the StreamerBot website and they said like that Linux is not officially supported and it's kind of experimental. But you know, if the bottles thing and the wine thing, if that just kind of works, then you know, what kind of issues would I be able to run into? I kind of wonder. Or more like, you know, if it just works, then why are they sort of doing like the disclaimer that it's unsupported and that, you know, it's experimental and whatnot? Because that to me sounds that it doesn't actually work that well. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Also, if you guys find this a boring topic to talk about, then by all means feel free to tell me, and we can talk about something else, like well, feel free to come up with topics.
Teammate behind.
A perfect choice.
Tactical visor activated.
Wait, I just get a notification from Instagram that 2 people that I follow shared instance. What is this shared instance on Instagram? Is that a new thing?
Let's shake things up.
I always hate on Instagram how you get like this notification saying like so-and-so is using threads. So you also want to start using them. I'm like, no, I don't want to start using threads. Get out of here.
Not good enough.
Be careful. I preferred the payload when it wasn't moving.
Nice.
Wildfire.
Feeling hot.
Another opinion? I feared you'd run out.
I'd fear you'd run out.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Let's crack you up.
Sniper, watch ahead.
Rounding forth. You must take care of
Heroes never
yourself.
die. 60 seconds remaining.
Deploying rock unit.
Alright, 60 seconds. Let's see if we can still keep this up. Oh, maybe he should have saved that ult a little bit longer.
Ready to rumble?
30 seconds remaining.
Stick with it, Joel.
One is an acronym for one is not an emulator, by the way. Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
That should do it.
That's funny, though, that they, that the acronym is also in the acronym. I think that's kind of funny. Nice!
Safety in numbers.
Play of the game.
Frank Rosen. Gay of the game.
Winner. It's nice to be appreciated.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Vote for a map.
Oh, everyone wants to do... no, I want to do Esperanza. It's still going to be a landslide, but, you know...
Now arriving at Ilios.
Now arriving at Ilios.
Spend every lifetime growing into who you truly are.
I still have much to learn. Hello.
Just like PHP. PHP Hypertext Processor, but the first acronym was Personal Homepage, I believe. Oh, really?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's funny.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Quick as a nymph.
I see the enemy.
Why don't they call it, like, Powerful Hypertext Processor? Then at least... I don't know, it feels like it makes more sense.
Enemy spotted.
Can't have it getting worse.
The objective is
Have a welcome company on the objective.
Also, what is hypertext? Because I know that HTML also is hypertext markup language. But like, what is hypertext?
Irrepressible. Feeling blessed, I hope.
Hanzo, at your service.
Hanzo.
I will give you shelter.
Oh man, I'm kind of tired all of a sudden. So maybe I know that technically I don't necessarily have a reason to go to bed early, but maybe maybe I still wanna sort of like chill a little bit tonight as well. Because I don't know, like I feel like I don't have a ton of energy. today. Maybe because of it being kind of a weird day at work.
The familiar blessing of immortality.
System of managing and linking text. Enabling users to easily navigate through information by clicking on specifically designed links called hyperlinks.
Something for the sting.
So short text with hyperlinks.
We will shield you for now.
I don't like her. The new DPS hero. I don't like them.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Helden sterben nicht.
Darn it. We're not really doing too well this game.
Securing this
ฉลาดกันนักนะ เอ๊ะ หรือเราโง่เอง
Careful. We're outnumbered.
Right, I can throw in a tree on the point if we wanna get in to give it at least a try. Okay, I put it there. So, you know. Darn it. After years, I gave Bleep Labs finally an avatar a few weeks ago, by the way. Oh, you did? I haven't seen it yet. Hang on, let me check it out.
I've only grown back stronger.
Oh, you got the that's fun. You got the
Best round.
wait, hang on. You got the squirrel of from your own thing, from your own avatar. you made a proper AI squirrel with the text Bleep Labs. Love that.
This will not be won without sacrifice. Be ready.
They have this coming, so let's give it to them.
Five, four, three, two, one. Round two. Capture the objective.
It's a shame that you can't give Bleep Labs the like Twitch has a like a mod, or not a mod badge, but like a bot badge, I think. But I think you can't just like easily apply for that, or like easily get that, I guess. Like for instance, Seribot also has that. Seribot also has like a dedicated like bot badge. But I don't think you can just sort of like... I don't know if you can just sort of apply for that through Twitch. I don't think so.
I walked into that one.
I can use it only when an account is linked. Wait, what do you mean when an account is linked? Can't you like link it to your own account then? Or is that not how it works? It's like, yeah, like Seribot also has a has like the little bot
Hope blossoms anew.
bot icon.
Irrepressible.
Needs to link to the channel that it's talking. Oh, but how does that work? Because I didn't link Seribot to my channel, so like how, or at least I didn't necessarily like specifically link it, I guess. So how does that work?
Let's perk you up. Life creates life.
Well, we got the point, but probably not for long. All in a day's work. Wow. The feats. Do you like the feats?
Play of the game.
Gay of the game. Think you added Seri with logging in with your account? No, I don't think so, because I think the way you you connect Seri, you just go to his channel, and there you was it a mod that I can also use? Oh yeah, Seri bot is a mod indeed. Yeah, yeah, like I said, like I didn't necessarily link it like with like oh wow or something like that. But yeah, he is a mod on the. But wait, if I make Bleep Labs a mod, does it then also allow you to get the bot badge? I don't know if the badge, if it like does anything, if it comes with like any benefits, but yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it would be nice to have that for Bleep Labs as well, so people know that it's like an actual bot and not just, you know, not like an actual person or something. Oh, I like this name card. That's kind of cool. Oh, this one is also really cute. All right, I think I've had enough Overwatch for now. Like I said, especially with oh. This doesn't seem right. Time remaining 20,620 days. I don't think this season lasts that long. I don't think that's correct. Also, did change the code. It speaks over IRC now. Oh, you can't have that when you want to get a badge. T-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. All right, let's play a couple of games of Recoin, because I really enjoyed that last week, and it's also pretty pretty chill sort of game. So let's play that for a little bit. And then we'll see after that where we stand, how we feel, what we want to do. Maybe though before, well, I did already boot it up, so let's wait for that to be here. But before we actually go into that, let's I want to take like a quick another quick break. To refill my drink and stretch my legs a little bit. But like I said, I'm going to wait for the game to start up. All right. I'll be right back, chat. I'm going to grab a drink. You guys do the same. Maybe a snack if you want to. And then I'll see you in a little bit for some more streaming time. Hello, hello. I see you were trying to, maybe have too many badges. I think you can select which badge you want to show. So maybe you can see if the, if it even shows up in your badge selection, maybe? Not sure. All right, let's play a little bit of Recoin before we might call it a day for the day. It adds it automatically. Okay, I see. I see. All right, let's switch here. We played this, of course, also last week. Let's see, do we have another skin that we can use? Oh, we can use the bunny one. We haven't tried that yet. So let's use the bunny skin. Let's play with. Oh, we got the chemist now as well. We haven't played with them yet, I think. We played with the biologist last week a couple of times. But let's try the chemist because they are new. We haven't tried them. Let's see, +1 price card. Coin sold in shop -1. Let's do the price card. +1 price slot. That sounds good. Thank you for your continued support. We've added some fun new things. Try using the modifier price I gave you. Modifier price. Zombie squishy. Apply the zombie modifier to a coin. Zombie converts coins it touches into the same coins up to 20 times per round. Apply the zombie modifier to a coin. Oh, wait. Bomboin. On exchange, explosion. Pushes nearby coins away, then it's destroyed. We've now applied the zombie modifier to the Bomboin. Modifier provides coins with an extra effect. Insert this zombie Bomboin. Awesome. All coins touched by it have converted to Bomboin. Ah, but nothing's touched by it because it didn't actually hit anything. Oh, that kind of sucks. And I'm not sure if it still works, like, with coins that it will touch, like, sort of after the fact. Oh, wait. Yeah, maybe it does work? This one is now also a Bomboin, yeah. But I'm not really sure what they mean with, like, on exchange, it will explode. Like, when does it exchange? You can buy modifier prices in the shop. Okay, so we can actually buy those as well. Skill prize or modifier prize. Apply the triangle modifier to a coin. When scored 3, let's score it with 3 times. Alright, how many tickets do we have? 30. Alright, let's get that. And let's get unmodified coins it touches. Alright, let's get that. Just because we can. And then let's get a clip expansion as well. Alright. I'm not sure what the ice modifier does. Slippery. When an explosion, a 20% chance at round start. Oh, crap. I'm so close. Oh, one more. Come on, one more. One more. There we go. Good. Let's see. We're 32 tickets. Ooh, tax roll. That sounds good. Was that magic bean? And clip is empty. Well, they're rarely empty. Let's get that, and let's get. Alright, let's leave it like that. Ooh, don't pass around. Wait, don't pass around. Wait, do I have a challenge that I shouldn't pass around? But like how? Ooh, nice. 18 bonus coins. We have a lot of these slippery ones, but there hasn't been really any explosion yet. Let's get that. Let's see. What else can we get? All right. Bonus! Let's see, so what does this one do? Apply the clock modifier to a coin. Oh, wait, maybe I can apply that to this one. Then I can shoot that one out. Spawns coinado after 12 coins inserted. Alright. Oh! Oh wait, after 12 coins used, it will move to the scoring area, so it will slowly make its way there, I guess? Yeah, there we go. Oh, the scoring area, so not like towards the score, but like it will slowly move a little bit further. Oh, what's that? Alright, there we go. I was gonna say, we'll probably get it. Alright, 200 tickets, so got quite a few. Yeah, the whirlwind one was actually kind of nice. Let's see, little bird. This reward has a number added to the ticket balance. All right, we'll get that. I didn't necessarily have to do that yet because I don't really buy that much coins. Oh, TNT. All right. Let's use some of our coins because we have we got quite a few. So let's use that one. Let's use the bunny one because I think that could be useful. The star one, not really sure exactly what that does. Tick coin is also a good one. All right. I'm still not really sure how to get an explosion. They constantly talk about like when you get an explosion, all of these will like go somewhere. But like, how does one get an explosion? Oh, nice. Okay, these actually being added here next to the triangle coin is actually really nice. Oh, like, love that. Okay, we need to push that one in though, because it's not really gonna get pushed in, I guess, because there's no other coins here. Oh, okay, well there you go. It did sort of fell in though, so that's nice. There we go. So the exchange triggers the explosion. All right. Okay. Well, there you go. And the fireball also. Ooh, tower stacking. How big of a tower are we gonna get? Oh, that's quite a tall wall. Okay, nice, nice. Love that. All right, there we go. Quickly go to the next round. Let's see. Chip slot, clip expansion, price, stack limit. Ooh, black hole doll. Let's get that. I love that one. Silver paint, sparrow. Let's see. Get that. Let's get that. Let's get that. Get the fireball. Alright, let's use a couple of coins. Oh wait, we first get bonus coins. Nice. Oh, we already did it. Okay, nice. Cleared the bad coins. So we can't buy any prizes because our prizes are full. We can get the fireball coin. We can get a free reroll, so that's nice. Rich coin. Get another clip expansion. Maybe a vertical one as well. Oh crap, that was actually way more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. That's okay though. That's okay. Oh, actually, let's not use that yet because I feel that maybe it's I feel that we can get like a massive explosion here if we if we time things well. There we go. All right, not necessarily the result that I wanted to get, but all right, well. Let's see the bunny coin. Oh, we can get another bunny coin. How's everyone still doing, chat? We're all still having a good time. Nice. I hope everyone can also look forward to a good weekend coming up. Let's see. What do we want to get? I mean, I have quite a bit. I have quite a few. Quite a few tickets, so I can definitely like spend some money on like some good coins. Prize ball. Tick coin we can get. Fireball coin. Relic coin. Bunny coin. What does this one do again? And we're still getting a combo going. Ooh, nice. Spin times 3. Nice, nice. $54 bonus coins. Let's go. I'm not sure if these big ones, if they are... Oh, I think they actually are worth more. What do we get? Oh, another tower. Nice, nice. But where is it? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, like, where is it forming? But there it is. Oh, it's only a small tower, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna push all these off, I guess. Oh, no, not yet. Right, quickly moving on because we, let's see. TNT. Let's get the water coin because I think that was kind of useful for something else. The sale price of all coins in clip. Foundation coin. Oh, we're done. Okay. Perfect. All right. So far, this run is going pretty well. It's actually going really well, which is nice. All right, getting a coin rain. Love that. I think we're gonna use this one now, even though it's close to the water, but... Oh, whoa, whoa, almost. Okay, almost got it, almost got it. Most valuable coin in it. Okay, wait. Not sure if that actually did anything, but... Oh, there we go. Love that. Okay, quickly moving on. Owner's tail plus 1 coin in shop. Sense when you use a prize, 40% chance to spot a prize ball of the same type. Alright. Plus 1 chip slot would have also been good. Love that. Let's go with that. With minus 75. Get that. Ooh, let's get another bonbon. Those were pretty good. A fire one, that one, tick coin, umbrella coin, glue coin. Ooh, what's that? Bullish coin. Oh, let's get another one of those. The bullish coin. Oh, I can actually get double of those. Oh, that's kind of nice. I didn't know that. That's actually really nice. I love that. All right. Let's see. Was there something else? Yeah, it's round start. Let's put that in. A coin when scored. 1 and play plus 1 score rate. So that's actually kind of nice. We can use that. Glue coin. Bonbon. Let's use this. Let's take that and put it all back to the upper platform. Because hopefully this is going to get filled up again then. I don't know why sometimes I get like these coins back. I don't really like fully get it. Like I'm not complaining, but I just don't necessarily get it. Alright, we got a ton of coins like over here now, but you all need to actually get scored. So maybe I can let's see, can I see how much I'm gonna get if I take this? Oh, okay. Because I'm not sure if this will go with if I use the black hole doll, actually. Because that would be kind of nice, but I'm not sure. Although, there we go. Yeah, that's going to explode. Okay, yeah, maybe I should use this one here. Because there's quite a few coins there. That we can score. Nice. Got a 4 spin, so that's also nice. 80-90 combo. Nice, nice. Let's see, what if we do this again? Transporting them back to the upper platform. Maybe that's gonna help us a little bit. Especially with the autofill, that might be useful. Ooh, 72. Nice. Ooh, down to our second to last exchange, which is not ideal. I'm not sure if we're gonna go past this round. I would love to, but I guess it's gonna get tricky. Ooh, yeah, we need another exchange. A last one. Okay, 25 bonus coins. I think there's quite a bit of points in this one, but well, if they don't score, then it's gonna be hard to actually get them. Price ball, not necessarily what I hoped for. Alright, last coin in hand. Alright, we do get another wheel spin. Ooh, and we got another whirlwind coin. Ooh, second wheel, nice. Ah, come on, I wanted to get the big tower of like 300. Alright, we can get another shake though, because we're out of coins, so we can probably get like a shake. But it's probably not gonna... Yeah, it's probably not gonna be enough. Let's wait for the spin. $54 coins. Yeah, don't think we can. Don't think we really have. Same modifier. Oh wait, we can still play these. I can still play this one. Oh crap! No, I shouldn't have put it in the in that one. Darn it. Let's see. Can I do anything? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that was. Oh, well, it's still scoring. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, that's a bummer. We were actually going quite well. Our best highest round. New chips unlocked. New prizes unlocked. Oh, quite a few things as well. Yeah, we were going quite well. New character, the trader. We've still not made it to the next score milestone, which takes quite a while. I mean, this is still like the first sort of milestone bar thing. But yeah, we made it to like the best highest round that we got so far. So that's kind of nice. But sadly, it was not enough. It was not enough. All right. I think with that, I think I might actually wrap things up there, because like I said earlier, I am noticing some fatigue or like, you know, loss of energy, I guess, if you will. So despite not having to work tomorrow, I'll probably still just chill a little bit for tonight. For the rest of the evening, I'd say. Let's see though. Let's see. There's so many people that are live. Who will we go say hello to? I'm feeling we might say check out this stream. I don't think we've ever rated them. Let's go check them out before we go anywhere. T. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and let's raid out to Jimmy Webster. I don't think we've ever raided them. Usually they don't stream like at this time. So yeah, I guess that works out well. So yeah, thank you guys so much, everyone, chat, for dropping by today. Like I said, I'm not sure when I'm going to be live again because next week, Wednesday, might not work out. But maybe I'll do, maybe I can do like another stream. Like, I mean, I got like 5 days off now. The coming 5 days, I don't have to work. So maybe I can squeeze in like another fun little cheeky stream here or there, like somewhere. So yeah, so keep an eye out on the Discord channel, of course, where I'll try to announce if I go live. Yeah, any outside of my regular schedule. Then, of course, as always, raid message, which is this is a delicious raid as always for our subscribers who can use the first message with our emotes, and for our non-subscribers, our regular followers, they can use the second message. All right, chat. You guys have a good rest of your week. I'll see you when I'll see you. And as always, the last thing that I'll say is that my name is MrJordilicious. You guys have all been extremely delicious yourselves as well. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.